My karma is such that I have to be involved with technical things too much. I mean, our fellows should pay attention, do things properly ना यार. Group है तो उसको update करके रखो ना. Before class, I'm fixing all these things up. Anyways, I have to reap my own karma. Fine. Hi Krishna, welcome everyone. We're gonna resume our discussion from teachings of Lord Chaitanya. We're gonna start our discussion from chapter 15. Let's start. Let's offer prayers and then we begin our discussion. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतारे श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनेति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णाय आयते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौतुसे नमः वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So this is chapter 15, teachings of Lord Chaitanya, titled as Explanation of the Atmanam verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. So a little background to the story and what is happening here. Srila Sanatana Goswami is having discussion with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And at this point of time of discussion, Sanatana Goswami requested Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to speak on Atmanam verse. Now, why did he ask Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to speak on Atmanam verse among 18,000 shlokas of Srimad Bhagavatam? Why did he choose Atmanam verse? So I'll tell you this in a short while. So this chapter, which is given here in summary in few pages, is found in Madhya Leela, chapter number 24. Let's go back to Madhya Leela, chapter number 24. We'll begin our little discussion from there, and then we'll speak about it. And then we'll get to know why did Sanatana Goswami ask Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for this verse. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave 61 explanations of this Atmanam verse. Can you have more than one explanation of the verse? We all had heard. One is devoted version, second is Mayavadi version. So the version hoga na. What do you mean by 61 versions? So let's take a look at it. Sanatana Goswami says, पूर्वे सुनियाचो तुम्ही सर्वभौमस्थाने एक श्लोक आधारार्थ कहिराचा व्याख्याने. Sanatana Goswami explains, why am I asking for this verse? My Lord, I have heard that previously at the home of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, you explained the Atmanam verse in 18 different ways. And what was that verse? Atmaramas, together. Atmaramas chamanyo nirgrantapi urukrame kurvanti ahetukim bhaktim Itam bhuta guna hari. In very simple format, the meaning of this verse is Atma Ramas Chamuniha. The one who is Atma Rama, self-satisfied. Even that person is attracted towards Urukrame. Urukrame means the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And what he does? Kurvanti ahitukim bhaktim. And he engages himself in rendering devotional service. Kurvanti ahitukim. Not because he has an agenda to fulfill. There is a purpose. No, ahitukim, causeless. There's nothing. There's nothing to be gained. There is no aspiration to be fulfilled from that bhaktim. Ittam bhuta guno hari. Such is the glory of our Lord Hari. Even a transcendentalist who is self-satisfied, who has no goals to achieve, yet he aspires and he engages in devotional service of the Lord. In that way, it's a very important verse, and that's a point being mentioned. Let's go ahead. आश्चर्य आश्चर्य शुनिया मोरा उत्कंठिता महाना कृपा करी कहा यदि जुड़ाया श्रवणा I have heard this wonderful story since then. There is a strong desire within me. Utkantitha. I'm desirous, mana, my mind. If you are kind to me, kindly tell me what you had explained to Savama. I'm very eager to hear that. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu responds. प्रभु कहे आमी वातुला अमारा वचाने सर्वभौमा वातुला ताहा सत्यकारी माने Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, I am one madman and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is another. And two madmen came together. Therefore, he took my words to be truth. I said something. I am mad, he is mad. That's what happens. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says further, Kiva prala pilana kichu nahi kasmarane Tomara sanga bala yadi kichu hai mane Kichu nahi kasmarane. I don't remember what all I blabbered that day. Literally, that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was saying. I spoke something. I don't remember what I meant. Tumhara sanga bala yadi kichu hai mane. But in your association, maybe I may be inspired to speak something further. Sahajay amara kichu artha nahi bhase. Toma savara sanga bala ye kichu prakashe. Sahaja amara kichu. I know nothing. I cannot give you an explanation because I know nothing. Artha nahi bhase. I cannot explain. Toma savara sanga bala ye kichu prakashe. But in the strength of your association, maybe ye kichu prakashe, maybe I may be able to speak something. Ekadashapade ehi shloke sunirmahala. Pratak nana artha pade kare jalamala. So, we are on shlok number 10. And from shlok number 10 to shlok number 228, for the next 218 shlokas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will explain the Atma Rama's verse. So, you all have an option. If you wish, we can go through verse by verse. It may take us a couple sittings to really complete 228 shlokas. Or you have this TLC book where we can read through the summary of it. I give a democratic vote. Chance for our audience to select what they want. We can go through the shlokas. And Prabhupada haven't given much purpose. I can, based on this, I can add some additions wherever Prabhupada makes. Or else we just go through the summary of it. Fine? So by the meantime, you make your point. Okay, let's take a quick vote. What do you want? We go through the TLC summary, read through it, or we go through that shloka? Okay, so let's take a vote first. We go through Chaitanya Charitamrita. Please raise your hands. Those who are online, they're also part of democratic vote system. They can raise their hand if they want to go through Chaitanya Charitamrita. Okay, so I guess maximum vote. Okay, let me just ask still, just to, give, give, you know, consider the others' opinion also. So those who think project बहुत लंबा हो जाएगा, TLC खत्म करनी है हमें. So we can go through the summary of TLC. So those who think summary can raise their hand. Okay, 4, 5, and 6. According to democratic vote. So looks like the first is the winner. But I do have a veto power. And I am totally confused because I would like to go through Chaitanya Charitamrita, go through with that because I feel connected more when I go through verses. Just reading through now, I get lost what is happening. Otherwise, if I have to explain this, which is not complicated, but this is a little technical, otherwise I would have to really make a presentation and help you understand each thing. Otherwise, you keep reading, you'll forget it. So just for the sake of our learning, for this chapter, we'll go to Chaitanya Charitamrita. Because just through the paragraph, you'll really not grasp anything. It'll become difficult. All right. Before we go through, I'll just like to bring your attention. If you have your book with you, please flip a page and the next paragraph, the very first paragraph of the next page, I'm gonna read from the third line from there. Okay. So when this was mentioned by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, hey Sanatan Goswami, I know nothing. I don't know what I blabbered that point of time, and I know nothing. I cannot explain you, but by the association, by the strength of your association, I may be able to speak something. Papa, that's a very beautiful point here. I mean, is it such a beautiful thing? There is no sense of pride and ego. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is telling his devoted servant, Sanatan Goswami. Same thing he expressed with Ramananda Rai. In fact, he said, no, I don't know, you speak. He heard everything from Ramananda Rai. And what I really love this. Take a look at the third line. Thus, the speaker and the audience are very intimately connected. The speaker is enlightened by the presence of the audience. The speaker or master can speak very nicely on transcendental subject matters before an understanding audience. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya said that he did not know how to explain the Sanskrit verse, but that since he was in the association of Sanatana, he would try to explain it. All right. I'll just refer to the next paragraph also. So then Lord speaks about how this Atmarama Shloka has 11 items. What are the 11 items? Atmaramaha cha munyaha nirgrantha api urukrame kurvanti ayatkim bhaktim ittam bhuta guna harihi. Like this are 11. So how does Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's expression goes? He does two things. First, he takes every word and he gives meanings for it. Actual meanings and synonyms. For example, you go in English dictionary, if you look in English dictionary, for everything there would be a meaning given. And then there is synonyms. Like that, same. Sanskrit is the mother of all language. You see the same thing. So the first set of verses, almost couple of verses, are going to focus on the meaning of each word and then synonyms. After that is established, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu begin to gives different meanings based on different combination. Like that, this whole explanation goes for almost 218 shlokas. All right. So let's go back to Chaitanya Charitamrita. For this particular chapter, this ain't going to be summary. This is going to be a long discussion because the technical subject will miss it out. But very important. Oh, Goranga, my Zoom became hanged. Yeah. All right. Text number 11. We'll recite together. We cannot go back by other, it'll take a lot of time. आत्मशब्द ब्रह्म देह मना यंत्र धृति बुद्धि स्वभाव साता अर्थ प्राप्ति. The 7 different meanings of the word Atma are the absolute truth, the body, mind, endeavor, firmness, intelligence, and nature. Srila Prabhupada in Bhagavad Gita gives 3 meanings. The body, the mind, and the soul. Like that. Prabhupada explains Bhagavad Gita. Text number 12, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives the synonyms. We'll read the synonyms directly. The following are synonyms for the word Atma. The body, mind, absolute truth, natural characteristics, firmness, intelligence, and endeavor. This is from Vishwa Prakash Dictionary. This is just for our understanding how vast Sanskrit is. ऐसा तेरा में यही सही आत्मा राम गणेरा आगे करीबा गणना. Now, about the word Atma is being described. Now, Rama. It is actually Atma Arama, not Rama. Arama. The word Atma Rama refers to one who enjoys the seven items. Okay, Atma Rama. Aage. I shall now enumerate Atma Ramas. मुनियादि शब्देरा अर्थ शुन सनातन पृथक पृथक अर्थ पाच तरिवा मिलना. First, share the meanings of the word, beginning with the word Muni. I shall first explain their separate meanings, then combine them. Did I miss anything? Atma. Why Rama is not being described here? Okay, we'll see. Atma Ramascha Muniha. Muni. Wait a second. Because here. Okay, that's one line. I was confused. Okay. Arama means one who enjoys. That's the meaning of Arama. Okay. Text number 15. मुनि शब्द मननशीला आर कहे मौनी तपस्वी व्रति यति आरा ऋषि मुनि. Now the meaning of the word muni. So the word muni refers to one who is thoughtful, one who is grave or silent, an ascetic, one who keep great vows, one in the renounced order, and a saint. Any of this can be called as muni. निर्ग्रंथा निर्ग्रंथा शब्द कह अविद्या ग्रंथि हीना विधि निषेधा वेदा शास्त्र ज्ञानादि विहीना. The word nirgrantha refers to one who is liberated from the material knots of ignorance. Nirgrantha, free from the modes of material nature. It also refers to one who is devoid of all regulative principles enjoined in the way. It also refers to one who does not have knowledge. Interesting. मूर्खानि चामलेचा आदि शास्त्र रिक्ता गहना धन संचय निर्गंता आर्य निर्धना. Nirganta also refers to one who is illiterate, low-born, misbehaved, unregulated, devoid of respect. The word also refers to one who is a capitalist, to one who has no riches. Yeah, interesting meaning here, isn't it? One who is liberated from material knots of ignorance. And then it looks like a contradictory meaning also, right? निर्निश्चय निष्क्रमार्थे निर्निर्माण निषेधयो ग्रंथो धन्यर्थ संदर्भे वर्ण संवर्धने पीछा. The word nihi may be used for a sense of ascertainment, gradation, construction of forbidding. The word grantha means riches, thesis, and composition. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Sanskrit language 101 course. Okay. And can you imagine? You're being taught Sanskrit by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, nobody else. So it's going to be a little bouncer, okay? Hold on. गुरु क्रम शब्द कहे बड़ा यान रख राम क्रम शब्द कहे पादा विक्षेपना. Just give me a quick second because Prabhupada have not given purport here. Let me just see what Prabhupada writes. I'll just read out this paragraph about Nirgrantha because it was having a little contradicting meaning. What Prabhupada writes in here TLC. The next word Nirgrantha indicates freedom from the bondage of illusion. Nirgrantha also means one who has no connection with spiritual injunctions. Grantha means revealed scriptures. Nir is an affix which is used to mean no connection, constructing and also prohibiting. There are many instructions for spiritual realization, but persons who have no connection are also known as Nirgrantha. There are many people who are foolish, low-born, misbehaved, and who have no entrance. Therefore, they are also called Nirgrantha. Because Grantha is also used for the purpose of collecting riches. The word Nirgrantha also indicates Grantha means rich, Nirgrantha means without riches, poor. Bereft of all riches, who is attempting to collect riches. So, Atma Ramas Chamanyo Nirgrantha up Urukrame. So, the actual meaning of the word Nirgrantha here in this context becomes of those who are beyond modes of material nature. Atma Ramas, because how do you figure out what is the meaning of Nirgrantha here? Because the first line talks about Atma Ramas, which means it is self-satisfied, which means Nirgrantha has to be related in the context of Atma Ramas. Therefore, Sanskrit is a very contextual language. If we break down the meaning of each word and start giving it, some different flavor of khichdi will be created. Okay? Now, उरुक्रम शब्द कह बदयान क्रम क्रम शब्द कही पादा विक्षेपणा. The word urukrama refers to one whose krama is great. Krama means throwing the foot forward, that is stepping. Krama lite. Okay. Shakti kampa paripati yukti shakte akramana charana chalane kana paila tribhuvana. Krama also means power, trembling, a systematic method, argument, a forceful attack by stepping forward. Thus, Vamana caused the three worlds to tremble. Uru means very great, Krama means step. Uru Krama, like this said. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, if I'm correct, right? Yeah, this is Srimad Bhagavatam verse. This is about Vamana Dev. Translation: even if a learned man is able to count all the minute atoms in this material world, he still cannot count the potencies of Lord Vishnu. In the form of the Vamana incarnation, Lord Vishnu without hindrance captured all the planets, extending from the root of the material world up to Satya Loka. Indeed, he caused every planet system to tremble by the force of his steps. A reference from Srimad Bhagavatam to talk about Urukrama. Vibhurupe vyape shakte dharana poshana madhurya shaktya goloka aishwarya paravyoma. Through his all-pervasive feature, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has expanded the entire creation. He is holding and maintaining this creation by his extraordinary potency. By his conjugal potency, he maintains the planetary system known as Golokavrindavan. Through his six opulences, he maintains many Vaikuntha planets. So Urukrama, which means, of course, the three steps you took it. Urukrama also means who performs astonishing feats. That's the reason this verse has been explained here, like this. And just mind you, these are the shlokas spoken by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Recite it. It has its own purification. This astonishing feature is mentioned here. Maya Shakti Brahma Dadi Paripati Srajana Urukrama Shabdera Artha Nirupana. The word Urukrama indicates Supreme Personality God, who by his external potency has perfectly created innumerable universes. Let's have a reading partner here. Somebody sign into Zoom. We can have somebody read out here. These are the different meanings of the word krama. It is used in the sense of potency, systematic arrangement, step, moving, or trembling. Hare Krishna. Anyone from online wants to read can raise their hand. You can, we can have devotees read translation in 5 or 10 shlokas, and I can take the lead in reciting the Bengali here, like that. Fine. All right. All pervasive. That's the point about astonishing feats. कुर्वन्ति पदाय परस्मै पदाय कृष्ण सुखा निमिता भजने तात्पर्य कहे. Are you there? All right, start. Yes, go ahead.
The word kurvanti means they do something for others, since it is a form of the verb to do, indicating things done for others. It is used in connection with devotional service, which must be executed for the satisfaction of Krishna. That is the purport of the word
So
kurvanti.
Kurvanti in general, you see word Kurvanti being used in Bhagavad Gita. Oftentimes. Kurvanti in general sense means to perform an action. Kurvanti means do something. That's the idea. But here it is mentioned, Prabhupada is saying this is in context of satisfying Krishna. In Sanskrit, the word to do, that is Kurvanti, has two forms, technically called Parasmai Pada and Atmane Pada. When things are done for personal satisfaction, the form is Atmane Pada. Wow, kya baat hai, huh? In that case, the word do in English is Kurvate in Sanskrit. When things are done for others, the verb changes to Kurvanti. Thus, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu informs Sanatana Goswami that in the Atmarama verse, the word Kurvanti means that things should be done only for the satisfaction of Krishna. This is supported by the grammarian Panini. The verb is formed as Atmane Pada when the work is to be done for one's own benefit, and when it is done for others, it is called Parasmai Pada. Parasmai means others. Thus, the verb is formed according to whether something is done for one's self-satisfaction or for another's satisfaction. Next.
The terminations of Atmanepada are employed when the fruit of an action accrues to the agent of verbs having an indicatory and or a savitra accent.
I hope online devotees are able to hear, right? Because I have disabled my speaker. Yeah, ठीक है. All right. This is from Panini Sutras. हेतु शब्द का है भुक्ति आदि वांछा आंतरे भुक्ति सिद्धि मुक्ति मुख्या एति ना प्रकारे.
The word hetu, cause, means that a thing is done for some motive. There can be three motives. One may act to enjoy the result personally, to achieve some material perfection, or to attain liberation.
So Atmaramas Chamuniya Nirgrantha Api Urkame. So Atmaramas has been described, Muniya has been described, Muni, Nirgrantha has been described, Nirgrantha, Atmaramas Chamuniya, Nirgrantha Api Urukrame. Urukrame has been described. Cha and Api has not been described. Then Atmanamas Samanya, Nirgantha Pi Urukrame. What is the next thing? Kurvanti. Kurvanti has been described. So Kurvate and Kurvanti. Kurvate means to do for oneself. Kurvanti when you do for others, which means in this case for the pleasure of Krishna. Kurvanti ahitukim. Ahitukim. Ahitui and hetu. There are two things, right? Hetu and heti. Hetu means cause. Aheti means causeless. So first, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is talking about ahitukim or hetu, not hearing anything. I don't know what it is. Okay. So you just read that, right? The three motives. One may act to enjoy the result personally, to achieve some personal perfection, or to attain liberation. Bhukti, mukti, siddhi. That's the idea. Hetu, three things. Text number 28. एक भुक्ति का है भोगा अनंत प्रकार सिद्धि अष्टादश मुक्ति पंचविधाकारा.
First, we take the word bhukti, material enjoyment, which is of unlimited variety. We may also take the word siddhi, perfection, which has 18 varieties. Similarly, the word mukti has 5 varieties.
So the word bhukti is of unlimited variety. What does it mean? We have also the word siddhi. Perfection means 18. There are 18 types of siddhi. 8 primary and 10 secondary. Similarly, the word mukti has 5 varieties. There are 5 kinds of liberation. Salokya, Samipya, Sarishti, Sayujya, like that. And material enjoyment, unlimited variety. Therefore, we remain entangled for unlimited time. All right. Text number 29. एहि अननाहिता भक्ति अहितु की जहाँ तहिते वश है श्री कृष्णा कौतुकी.
Causeless devotional service is unmotivated by sense enjoyment, perfection, or liberation. When one is freed from all the contaminations, he can bring Lord Krishna, who is very funny, under control.
Interesting, huh? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Krishna Kautuki. Kautuki means funny. Interesting thing has been mentioned with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like that. So, Ahatuki, that's the meaning, which is free from Bhukti, Mukti, Siddhi. That's the meaning of it. भक्ति शब्देरा अर्थ है दासा विधाकार एका साधना प्रेमा भक्ति नव प्रकार. सो अहितु किम भक्ति. तो अब डिस्कशन होगा भक्ति शब्द के बारे में. प्लीज रीड.
There are 10 meanings for the word bhakti, devotional service. One is sadhana bhakti, execution of devotional service according to the regulative principles, and the other 9 are the varieties of prema bhakti, ecstatic love of the Godhead.
So there are 10 meanings of word bhakti, of which one is sadhana bhakti, and 9 are varieties of prema bhakti. What are the 9 varieties of prema bhakti? Rati, prema, sneha, man, pranaya, raga, anuraga, bhava, mahabhava. Attraction, love, affection, adverse feelings, intimacy, attachment, sub-attachment, ecstatic love, and sublime ecstatic love. For the word sadhana bhakti, there is only one meaning: execution of devotional service according to regulative principles. So we are on the very, very initial stages starting. Fun is later on. We have varieties of it. रति लक्षण प्रेम लक्षण इत्यादि प्रचार भाव रूप महाभाव लक्षण रूप आर.
Next are explained the symptoms of love of Godhead. which can be divided into nine varieties, beginning with attraction and extending up to ecstatic love, and finally up to the topmost ecstatic love,
So
Mahabhava.
prema has been described here. Oh. Shanta bhaktera rati bade prema paryanta dasya bhaktera rati hai raga dasha anta.
The attraction to Krishna of devotees on the platform of neutrality increases up to the love of Godhead, Prema, and the attraction of devotees on the platform of saviorship increases to spontaneous attachment, Raga.
So stages from Shantaras and Dasaras going to the higher stages of affection for the Lord has been described. All right, this is what it looks like. Sakha ganera rati hai anurag paryanta pitra matra snehadi anuraga anta. We can have somebody else read it now. Pass it on.
Devotees in Vrindavan who are friend of Lord can increase their aesthetic love to the point of anurag, parental affectionate lovers. Krishna's father and mother can increase their love of Godhead up to end of anurag.
All right, these are some stages. I don't have any knowledge of it, so I'm not going to add anything here. कांतागने ररति पाया महाभाव सीमा भक्ति शब्देरा ए सबा अर्तेरा महिमा.
The gopis of Vrindavan who are attached to Krishna in conjugal love can increase their aesthetic love up to point of Mahabhav, the greatest aesthetic love. These are some of the glorious meaning of the word bhakti.
Bhakti. All right. Now the meaning would be of ittam bhut guna. All right. इत्थं भूतगणा शब्देरा सुनः व्याख्याना इत्थं शब्देरा भिन्नार्था गुणा शब्देरा आना. Please hear the meaning of the word Ittam Bhut Guna, which is found in the Atmanam verse. Ittam Bhut has different meanings and Guna has other meanings. Ittam Bhut Shabdera Artha Purna Ananda Maya Yanra Age Brahmananda Trina Prayahaya. Quick, quick, quick.
The word Itam Bhuta is transcendently exalted because it means full of transcendental bliss. Before this transcendental bliss, the bliss derived from merging into the existence of the absolute Brahm, Brahmananda,
Brahmand or Brahmananda.
Brahman, becomes like a piece of straw in comparison.
Actually, this is how it has to be. Not this, but all the verses has to be actually read in this way, where we read word to word meaning, understand it. And now, after some time, just after a few minutes now, Chaitanya Bapu will start giving meanings to it. Text number 37. Please read the translation.
My dear Lord, O Master of the universe, since I have directly seen you, my transcendental bliss has taken the shape of a great ocean. Being situated in that ocean, I now realize all other so called happiness to be like water contained in the hoof print of a calf.
Sarva Sarva Akarshaka Sarva Haladaka Maharasayana. Okay, I didn't know. Okay. Apanara bala kare sarva vismaranaha. Lord Krishna is so exalted that he is more attractive than anything else, more pleasing than anything else. He is the most sublime abode of bliss. By his own strength, he causes one to forget all other ecstasies. Bhakti Mukti Siddhi Sukha Chadaya Yana Gandhe Alokika Shakti Gune Krishna Kripaya Bandhe. Pure devotion is so sublime that one can very easily forget the happiness from Bhukti Mukti Siddhi. Thus, the devotee is bound by Krishna's mercy and his uncountable power and qualities. Shastra Yukti Nahi Iha Siddhanta Vichara Ehi Swabhava Guneyate Madhuryera Sara. When one is attracted to Krishna on the transcendental platform, there is no longer any logical argument on the basis of revealed scriptures, nor are there considerations or such conclusions. This is his transcendental quality, that is the essence of all transcendental sweetness. Guna Shabdera Artha Krishnera Gunananta Satchid Rupa Guna Sarva Purnananda. Itam Bhut Guno. The Guna Shabd is being discussed. The word Guna means quality. Guna. Sattva Gun, Rajagun, Tamagun. The qualities of Krishna are transcendently situated and are unlimited. All other spiritual qualities are full of transcendental bliss. ऐश्वर्य माधुर्य कारुण्य स्वरूपा पूर्णता भक्ता वात्सल्य आत्मा पर्यंता वदान्यता. Aishwarya, Madhurya, Karunya, Swarupa, Purnata, Bhakta Vasalya, Atma, Paryanta Vadanyata. Aishwarya, Madhurya, Karunya, Swarupa, Purnata, Bhakta Vasalya, Atma, Paryanta Vadanyata. of qualities of opulence, sweetness, mercy are perfect and full. As far as Krishna's affectionate leaning towards his devotees is concerned, is so magnanimous that he can give himself to his devotees. Alokika rupa rasa swarvadi guna karo mana kona gune karya karshana. Krishna has unlimited qualities. The devotees are attracted by his uncommon beauties, mallows, and fragrance. Thus, they are differently situated in the different transcendental mallows. Therefore, Krishna is called or attractive. So here, Ittam Bhut Guno Hari. So qualities of Hari are being described by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The minds of the four boys, Sanak, Sanatan, Sanandan, Sanat Kumar, were attracted to the lotus feet of Krishna by the aroma of the tulsi that had been offered to the Lord. तस्यारविन्दनयनस्य पदारविन्द किञ्जल्कमिश्रतुलसी मकरन्दवायु अन्तर्गता सविवरेण चकार तेषां संक्षोममक्षरजुषामपि चित्ततन्वो. Third canto Srimad Bhagavatam, when the four Kumara reached the doors of Vaikuntha, Tasya Ravindananasya Padaravinda, they smelled the fragrance, Tulsi Makaranda Vayu, smell the fragrance of Tulsi, and Antargata Savivarena Chakara Tesham, and they underwent a transformation. Sanshobham Aksharajusham. Aksharajusham means impersonalism. Apichittatanvo, which has covered the conscience before, got transformed into personal realization. Sukhdeva's mind was carried away by hearing the pastimes of the Lord. Sukhdeva Goswami was also monist like the four Kumaras. This is what Sukhdeva Goswami. Parinishchito api nargunye uttama shloka leelaya grhita chita rajarshe akhyanavyat aditva. This is from Shivagatha, second canto, first chapter, verse 9. My dear king, although I was fully situated in transcendent position, I was nonetheless attracted to the pastimes of Krishna. Therefore, I studied Srimad Bhagavatam from my father. So, like this is being described about Ittam Bhut Guno, the qualities of Guna Hari. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Srila Sukdev Goswami, son of Vyasa, destroyer of all sinful reactions. Being full in self-realization and bliss, he had no material desires. Still, he was attracted by the transcendent pastimes of the Lord. Out of compassion for the people, he described the transcendent historical literature called in Bhagavatam. This is compared to the light of the absolute truth. Lord Krishna attracts the mind of all gopis with his beautiful transcendent bodily features. And then there are shlokas about explaining that how he does it. Finally, the queens in Dwarka, headed by Rukmani, are also attracted to Krishna simply by hearing about his transcendental beauty and qualities. These are very, very important verses actually. Shrutva gunam bhuvana sundara shanvatam nirvishya karna vivare haratam gatapam रूपं दृशादृशिमताम् अखिलातलाभं त्वयि अच्युता विशति चित्तम् अपत्रपं मे. O most beautiful Krishna, I have heard about your transcendental topics from qualities from others, and therefore all my bodily miseries are relieved. If someone sees your transcendental beauties, his eyes have attained everything profitable in life. O infallible one, I have become shameless after hearing of your qualities and have become attracted to you. Who is speaking this? Mata Rukmani, when she was actually asking the Brahmana to, the letter was written like that. Very famous was actually. Lord Krishna even attracts the mind of the goddess of fortune simply by vibrating his transcendental flute. Interesting, huh? You make a statement, then immediately comes a verse for Srimad Bhagavatam. कस्यानुभावस्य न देव विद्महे तवाङ्घ्रिरेणु स्पर्शाधिकारः यद्वाञ्छया श्रीलरणाचरत्तपो विहाय कामासुचिरं धृतव्रता. O Lord, we do not know how the serpent Kali attained such an opportunity to be touched by the dust of your lotus feet. For this end, the goddess of fortune performed austerities for centuries, giving up all other desires and taking austere vows. Indeed, we do not know how the serpent Kalia got such an opportunity. It was spoken by the wives of Kalia's serpent. Even the goddess of fortune wanted, but she didn't have this opportunity. But Kalia got it. Then Krishna attracts not only the minds of the gopis and the goddess of fortune, but the minds of all the young girls in the three worlds as well. These are very important verses actually. Okay. My dear Lord Krishna, where is that woman within three worlds who would not be captivated by the rhythms of sweet songs coming from your wonderful flute? Who would not fall down from the path of chastity in this way? Your beauty is the most sublime within the three worlds. Upon seeing your beauty, even crows, birds, animals, and trees in the forest become stunned in jubilation. Actually, these are some of the verses which are the part of the meditation of advanced devotees. This is where, I mean, of course, they could be from something from Kurukshetra also, but these are very important verses. गुरुतुल्य स्त्रीगणेना वात्सल्य आकर्षण दास्य सख्यादि भावे पुरुषाधिगण. The women of Vrindavan were on the level of superior guardians attracted Lord Krishna maternally. The men of Vrindavan attracted as servants, friends, and fathers. Are you on the track? What is going on? Ittam bhuta guna harihi. The point is mentioned is Atma Ramas are attracted. And how Krishna is attractive to everyone is being described by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, describing how every species, everyone is attracted to Krishna, and those verses are given here. Now, Pakshi Mriga Vrikshalata Chetana Chetana Preme Mata Kari Akarshay Krishna Guna. The Lord's quality is so attractive and captive, living, non-living. Birds, animals, trees are also attracted to Krishna's qualities. So this concludes Guna. Now, what is the meaning of word Harihi? Let me ask all of you, how many meanings of the word Hari all of you know? Let's have a little interaction before it becomes dull here. Hari. What are the different meanings of Hari we know? Huh? Okay, so somebody is saying Hari means monkey. Okay. Huh? Hari means lion. One who takes away har leta hai. Matlab Hari. Yes, Madam Medhavni, what's the meaning?
I was about to say that only,
Oh,
Prabhu. One
unmute is
who
not
takes
allowed.
away inauspicious things.
Oh, my Zoom is actually hanged because I'm having a projection here now. Otherwise, you can type in. I'm not able to interact much with the online audience because of that. Oh, I cannot hear because I have disabled my sound. If even somebody speaks. Okay, mother, type in, sorry, my computer is hanged, not able to interact much with the online audience. So fine. Let's take a look what are the different meanings of the word Hari. Although the word Hari has many different meanings, two of them are foremost. One meaning is all the Lord takes away all inauspicious things from his devotees. Second meaning is he attracts the mind by ecstatic love for God. Hari. He captures the mind and he also drives away inauspiciousness. That's the point. Oh, screen sharing करना पड़ेगा ना? Oh, Goranga. How would I do screen sharing? My Zoom is literally hanged because of projection. Abhishek can ऐप क्लोज करें प्रोजेक्शन निकाल दूं मैं हरे कृष्णा जस्ट वेट अ सेकंड एक बार करके उसको ऐसे चालू रखेंगे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे too many things are happening with the computer YouTube screaming and all that share screen again and now we get a screen and we'll check it so we'll take the meaning of hurry then we'll pause it for today. Maybe I'll give you some section for homework and then we'll take it forward. All right. Text number 60. Yaichitaichayo hi kohi kare smarana chari vidha tapa tara kare samharana. When the devotee somehow or other always remembers the Supreme Lord, anywhere and everywhere, the Lord Hari takes away life's four miserable conditions. The four miserable conditions are due to the four kinds of sinful activities. Pataka, Urupataka, Mahapataka, Atipataka. Preliminary sin is Pataka. Very great sin, Urupataka. Mahapataka, Pataka. Mahapataka is greater sin. Atipataka, topmost sin. However, Krishna shows the devotee, Ham tum sarva pape bhiyo, moksha shami master. I mean, we haven't much no Sanskrit, but it's an incredible language to be learned and to understand how everything is defined. I'll protect you, do not fear, like that's the point is mentioned here. Relieved from all sinful activities like this. The four basic sinful activities are summarized as illicit sex, intoxication, gambling, mutilating. These are not some advanced sinful activities. Huh? These are basic. And we are struggling with basic. Okay. The basic simple activities. यथाग्निषु समृद्धार्ची करोति धामसि भस्मसात् तथा मद विषया भक्ति उद्वैनांसि कृष्णशः. Srimad Bhagavatam. As all fuel is burned to ashes by a full-fledged fire, all sinful activities are totally erased when one is engaged in devotion service to me. This is part of the Gita. तब कर भक्ति बाधक कर्म विद्यनाशा शवनादिरा फल prema karaya prakash. In this way, when all sinful activities are vanquished by the grace of the Lord, one gradually vanquishes all kind of impediments on the path of devotion service. This is another nivritti. As well as the ignorance resulting from these impediments. After this, one totally manifests his original love of God through devotion service in 9 different ways, hearing, chanting. So just like in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Brahma Bhuta Prasanatmana Sochitina Kankshiti. If you read that, it is mentioned in the next verse. Bhakti begins
सुनो, रीमा माता जी का मैसेज आया
engaged
है,
in my
वो
devotion
बोल
service.
रही है उनके घर पे
Similarly, it
कर
is mentioned
सकते
after
हैं.
this one totally manifests the original of
हो
God
जाएगा
through
माता जी.
devotion service in 9 different ways,
उनको मैं कैसे
hearing,
बोलूँ
chanting, and
कैसे.
so forth.
अब वो
Huh?
बहुत टाइम से एक्चुअली मेरे पीछे पड़ी है और आज उसके प्रभु जी भी नहीं है तो उसको लग रहा है
Mother
वो बोले.
Prachi is unmuted. Kindly mute yourself. You're not a co-host or something? I'll make you co-host. No? You can do the needful thing. You can mute, unmute your behavior. Okay, what I was saying? So it is said from Nishtha stage is actually bhakti begins. And until another nivritti, we are just trying to do something. It is at the stage of Nishtha when actually hearing is done for the sake of hearing. There's a taste for hearing. So that's the point mentioned. And then when you engage in Shavanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaran, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. And then very quickly devotee can rise to the level of, access the higher levels like that. Nija gune tabe hare dehendriya mana, aiche kripalu Krishna, aiche tanra guna. When the devotee is free from all sinful material activities, Krishna attracts his body, mind, and senses to his service. Thus, Krishna is very merciful and his transcendental qualities are very attractive. Chari Purushata Chadaya Guna Hare Sabara Mana Hari Shabdera E Mukhya Kahinu Lakshana. Mind, senses, body attract with transcendental qualities of Hari. One gives us the 4 principles of material success. What are 4 principles of material success? Purushartha, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Thus, I have explained the chief meanings of the word Hari. मुझे नहीं पता तुम लोगों को ये मंकी ये सब कहाँ मिला. मैंने तो पहली बार सुना करके. हो सकता है करके, बट यहाँ पे तो यही दिया हुआ है. The 4 principles of material success, dharma, artha, kama, moksha is mentioned. All right. 65. Now, concluding until now, 10 meanings have been given. Or you can say 9 have been given. 10th, 11th is cha and api. That is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is speaking now. Cha api dui shabda tate avya hai. Yehi artha laga ye sehi artha hai. When the conjunctions cha and api, although are added to this verse, the verse can assume whatever meaning one wants to give it. Whatever meaning. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will give a trailer. 61 meanings. For further, you can contact Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for further elaboration. Tathapi cha karera kahe mukhya artha sat. The word cha cannot be explained in 7 ways. Gauranga. अब ये कहाँ से है ये? विश्व प्रकाश डिक्शनरी. The word cha is used to connect a word or sentence with the previous word or sentence, to give the sense of aggregation, to assess the meaning, to give a collective understanding, to suggest another effort or exertion, or to fulfill a meter of a verse. It is also used in the sense of certainty. No doubt Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a learned scholar. He had his own Gurukul, na? He was a learned Sanskrit grammarian like this. So he's teaching everything to Sanskrit Goswami. How it goes. Api Shabde Mukhya Artha Sata Vikhyata. 7 meanings to the word api. Again quoting from Vishwa Prakash Dictionary. Kya hai? The word api is also is used in the sense of possibility, question, doubt, censor, aggregation, appropriate application of things, and extravagance. How many ways you can use and? How many ways you can use word or? What do you know in English language? One only. Now, apiyecha has, numerous meanings. Now you compose. Ehita ekada Ehita ekadashpadera artha nirnay ebe shlokhartha kari yatha ye lagaya. I have now described the different meanings of 11 separate words. Now let me give the complete meaning of the shloka as it is applied in different places. Hare Krishna. We'll read one verse and we'll conclude for today. Brahma Shabdera Artha Tattva Sarva Brahatama Swarupa Aishwarya Kari Nahiyan Sama. The word Brahma indicates a samam bonum, the absolute truth, which is greater than all other truths. It is original identity, and there can be nothing equal to that. Absolute truths. And the reference from Srimad Bhagavatam. Bharatvad Brahmanatvacha Tad Brahma Paramam Viduhu Tasmai Namaste Sarvatman Yogi Chintya Vikaravat. I offer my obeisances to someone who is all pervasive, all increasing subject matter of the great yogis. What Brahma की बात क्या आ रही है? आत्मरामस चाह मुनियो निर्गुणता विक्रमे कुर्वन्ति हेतुकं भक्तिम इत्थं भूत गुणो हरि. से ही ब्रह्म शब्द कहे स्वयं भगवान अद्वितीय ज्ञान यहाँ बिना नहीं आना. Proper meaning of the word Brahma is the supreme personality of Godhead, who is one without a second, without whom nothing else exists. Vadanti tattvavidas tattvam yajnanam advayam brahmeti pramadmeti bhavaneti shabdete. There are three ways of understanding the absolute truth. All of you know of that. Sehiyat vyatatya Krishna swayam bhagavana tirakale satyatino shahasra praman. Absolute without a second is Lord Krishna. He is supreme truth in the past, present, future. That is evidence of all revealed scriptures. Aham nivasamevagre nanyad yat sat asat param paschadham yad echacha yo vashashyeta swasmiham. चतुश्लोकी श्रीमद् भागवतम का ये पहला श्लोक है. There are four verses which are spoken by Lord Vishnu to Brahma, and then he told Brahma, now compose Srimad Bhagavatam. This is the foundation verse. This is the very first verse Vishnu taught Brahmaji. Prior to this cosmic manifestation, only I exist, and no phenomenon exists, either gross, subtle, or primordial. After creation, only I exist in everything, and after annihilation, only I remain eternally. I'm just trying to come to the place from where the meaning starts. I'm just wondering what's going on. Okay. ठीक है. So from here onwards, the word Atma. So Sri Chaitanya Prabhu established Brahman and established Krishna to be the absolute truth. Now, in that as a context, he will begin to give the meanings. So this is verse number 77. We'll pause here, but today we'll take this discussion forward next time onwards. So if you see, in one session we could read on an average 70 verses, and there are almost 210 verses. So what happens in this chapter, just to help you understand what's going on, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will explain the points, and in the end then he will narrate a story, and the story would be of Narad Muni meeting our kya naam hai, Ratnakar, and helping him chant Lord Ram's name. That story is given like that to explain this point of Atma Ramas Shamanya. And then there is then in the end, okay, let's do one thing. We'll do with this and we'll end. What is this chapter about is very beautifully mentioned here. Can somebody note 77 verse onward? We have to read it. Remind me next time. So this is a summary of this chapter. So we are planning to cover this much. This is rest of the chapter after 218 shloka. And what is the rest of the chapter? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu narrated a story about how the great sage Narada converted a hunter into a great Vaishnava, and how this was appreciated by Narada's friend Parvat Muni. Sanatana Goswami then offered a prayer to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained the glory of Srimad Bhagavatam. After this, the Lord gave Sanatana Goswami a synopsis of Hari Bhakti Vilas, why Sanatana Goswami later developed into the guiding principle of all Vaishnavas. So in this chapter, two many interesting things are there. One, explanation of Atma Rama Shloka, and second is the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. I got just tempted to read that section also. Let me see. Conclusion of teachings through Sanatana Goswami. So chapter number 16 will be discussion of the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam and about Hari Bhakti Vilas synopsis. That will be chapter 16. We might read that part also from this, because there will be some very beautiful verses. All right. So with that, Hare Krishna. We pause here for today. I can't ask for any questions here. I don't know what questions would be there. I'm also reading along with you as a little interesting subject matter. All right, Prabhus and mothers, thank you for joining in. We'll pause here. And Thursday is Nityananda Triyodashi, like this, and we'll be away from Wednesday onward. Friday morning Srimad Bhagavatam class will not be there. So we'll continue our Bhagavatam study next week, as well as TLC session. We'll have it next Tuesday now. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki. I hope you are not so bored.